Billionaire Romance, Shifter Underworld Part 1, Secrets in the Bedroom. Written by Cynthia Mendoza. Narrated by Clara Nipper. Sounds Good Studios. Billionaire Romance, Shifter Underworld Part 1, Secrets in the Bedroom. Kara slowly reached for the puddle of fabric on the floor that was her dress, tugging it up and reaching for the zipper, her fingers still trembling with desire, the aftermath of her own pleasure and confusion. What on earth was going on? She glanced at the bodyguard, but he was staring off into the distance, clearly bored. Her clothing adjusted, she turned to look in the direction that Dimitri had gone, through a pair of large double doors. She considered following him for a brief moment, but she thought the manner of his exit made it pretty clear that he wanted to be left alone. Instead, she pushed her hair behind her ears, straightened her necklace, and headed to the bar. The bartender, to his credit, looked at her and smiled as if she were any normal customer, not a paid escort who had been on her knees sucking a powerful man's cock only minutes before. "Can I get you a drink?" he asked, his expression neutral. "A glass of wine would be lovely, thank you," Kara replied. "We just got a new French wine in that you might like. Do you like reds?" "I love red," she answered, feeling some relief at the normalcy of the conversation. Everything had seemed so surreal since she had gotten here. The bartender slid a glass across to her, and she took a sip, feeling her nerves relax a little. She cast another glance towards the double doors. They were still shut, and Dimitri was nowhere to be seen. The bodyguard was checking Facebook on his phone. Clearly he wasn't concerned about the situation. She took another sip of the wine. It was sweet with a touch of spice, and she focused on that, trying not to think too much about what was going on here. Surely Dimitri would be back soon. She was being paid for the time regardless, and while he seemed eccentric, powerful, and a bit strange, she hadn't felt that he was dangerous, at least not to her. So she sat at the bar, chatting with the bartender, waiting to hear the creak of the doors that would signal that her client had come back. After what seemed like an interminable amount of time, she heard precisely that, the heavy groan of the double doors opening, and turned around in her chair. Dimitri was coming out, flanked by his bodyguards, looking more calm and measured than he had previously. He walked to her and reached out to take her hand. Kara let him, noticing how very warm his skin was against hers.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?